What is going on, guys? IBA all day here, and we are back with another KH2 FM beginner any percent tutorial. Today we're going to be covering Halloween Town for menuing, boss fight, or encounters, all that fun stuff. So without any further ado, we're gonna jump right on into this. Please be sure to let me know in any of my other videos, or even in this one, how you felt I did, if there's things I could definitely improve on. As all my videos are straight from the PlayStation, so I don't really have any fancy equipment to actually record. It's just strictly from the system itself, so hopefully this is all good. And hopefully I'm doing a good job at explaining things, and hopefully it's helping you guys all out to try and become better. So again, without further ado, let's jump right on in. So at the start of this, we're making our way to Jack, and something I want to point out is we're going to be using our summon after everyone's back for a party. So what'll happen is, just so it's super easy to do, is when you're on your way over, just quickly menu the thing over to where summon shows up. And that'll make things super easy once you get into this next section, when Jack joins your party. So Jack is now going to join your party. We're going to swap Donald out for Goofy, and the reason for that is for a future fight, so we don't have to try and swap partners out. And on top of that, Goofy can also help out a little bit in the upcoming fight. So we're going to go up to items, and we're going to take everything off of Jack. We're then going to hit square to quickly get to abilities. Scroll up to Sora. The abilities that you're going to be having at this point are Aerial Finish, taking off, and putting on Finishing Leap. And that's your entire menu. So now, we're not going to summon Chicken Little. We're in fact going to summon Genie, and the reason for that is because our party members will be taken away, and we're going to take a death here. And with Genie on the field, Genie won't do anything to help you. So the knights here are going to attack. Kind of back off for a moment. If you can hit one or two, great. The attack you're wanting is this attack that the one knight's doing to me right now. Unfortunately, I'm hitting a bunch of iframes, so the damage isn't going as fast. So now, we're going to be using our new sound ability, Quick Run, to make our way to the next area. And making our way to our next AP boost.
Here it is!
After which, we're now going to be in Christmas Town, and we're going to be moving on to the next fight, basically saving Christmas, because Christmas is in trouble, according to Donald. So this fight is extremely RNG based. The enemy that we're looking to go after is the Jack-in-the-Box. That's in at the back portion of the enemies. Jack-in-the-Box will unfortunately do one of two things. It's either going to plop straight down and attack, which that's what we're hoping he does. If he does, then we're going to just simply reflect a few times and then proceed to attack him until we defeat the Jack-in-the-Box. The other thing that it could do, which is something that you don't want to have happen, but again, it's RNG, so it could very well happen. The Jack-in-the-Box could hop away. Now, if he does, just try and chase him down because he's the enemy that you want. That way you can try and set yourself up for the second set of ads, which is 2 Jack-in-the-Boxes, one would, on each side of the merry-go-round. If you're able to, once the 2 Jack-in-the-Boxes have spawned in, proceed to use the limit called Dance Call, where you and Jack team up. It's a really good limit because typically with Dance Call, it will act as a magnet and draw the enemies in. Every now and then, the enemies will not get pulled in because they're proceeding to be in like an attacking motion. So unfortunately, they do not get drawn in at that point. If they don't get drawn in, no big deal. Just quickly go over to one of the 2 Jack-in-the-Boxes and proceed to just whirl around, and every now and then doing the limit attack until the other enemy either gets pulled in or just continue doing it. Which again, I will explain it as we're going. Here we go. Done it. So in this case, he did plop down. Unfortunately, I didn't get the slide dash to close the gap real quick, but you see how we got pulling effect there, and not on the other one. We'll just keep doing synchronization and downbeat until you get both of them over, and just continue to do that until the fight is over. Typically you will kill with Dance Call. Every now and then it won't happen, but if you manage to kill with the finish with the Dance Call, you get a free cutscene skip. But it's not a huge deal if you don't get it. So now we are making our way on up to Prison Keeper. Prison Keeper is a very straightforward fight. It's very easy to keep him staggered and to be able to kind of control the pace of the fight and what Prison Keeper does. The only thing that he is random with is the children that he swallows first. Well, the children that he swallows during the fight, I should say. So at the beginning of the fight, Prison Keeper is going to swallow one of the 3 children. Each child has their own set of abilities that the Prison Keeper gains, and kind of determines how you're going to react in the fight. If Prison Keeper eats Shock first, which is the girl with the pointy hat, just kind of run up onto Prison Keeper and let Prison Keeper hit you. Because what's going to happen with Shock is Prison Keeper is going to do a swirling attack upwards into like an Arcana type motion similar to Genie Master Form Arcana. And it's just going to spin around up in the air super high, shooting electric balls down onto the field. Unfortunately, if you do not get hit at the start of the Prison Keeper swirling up, it is going to be very difficult to bring Prison Keeper back down. So, any event that you don't get hit to go up, then you're going to want to do a Trinity once Prison Keeper started doing its attack. Otherwise, it's just going to continue to hover around for a very long time, and you're going to lose very valuable time. The other thing to mention is after you do get hit, make sure you do aerial recovery and begin your attack on Prison Keeper. If he absorbs barrel or lock, just be ready to do reflex with lock. He shoots fireballs at you, like he'll summon like a spirit bomb fireball to launch towards you, and you can reflect, or if you have guard equipped, you can use guard to shoot it back at him, and then you're going to want to just relentlessly attack afterwards. Just doing a bunch of aerial finishes, or air combos with finishers. Barrel, he just munches, so if you are able to reflect super close, you can not only get reflect damage, but you'll also be able to attack immediately after. So we're going to jump right into this. So he's eating barrel first, which is good. You just reflect. Anytime that he goes to retaliate with an attack, try to just reflect. Because unless you, he's really super high up. So when he fades out of his color for whichever child that he ate first, or whichever child that he is currently eating, you have an opportunity to attack for some more damage, which is what you are going to want to do. Now when he does the circular motion, because since I didn't do a finisher, he's not staggered more, so I kind of missed out on that, but we're just explaining the concept of how this goes. So when he does the little swirly attack there, and is going to eat another child, you'll have an RC called Inside Combo that pops up. You're going to want to do that RC before he eats another child, because that's going to allow you for an extended period of damage. The goal here is to be able to only deal with Prison Keeper having eaten 2 children before he eats all 3 at once. So he'll go immune during that and go up. So now he's padlock. And now again, just keep relentlessly attacking until he does that. And now you're going to want to go into Valor. And basically just keep doing Valor throughout the rest of this fight until he dies. There are other strats that revolve around using Dance Call, and also you can use Trinity. But typically, if you're able to keep control of Prison Keeper, for the most part, there's not really any need to use that. Those are just good backups in case you get knocked away, or if you allow when shock is absorbed, or if Prison Keeper does shocks sequence of attacks after all 3 children have been eaten.
Yeah.
So now we're making our way down to Oogie, and there's gonna be a nice little movement skip that you can do. So instead of going through to the next section to then get to Santa's workshop, we go back a point. Because what we're going to do is we're going to warp to Santa's house which is much faster than running the entire distance of trying to get to the Santa's house. Now, it also puts us in prime position after you are in at Santa's to do a quick run over to our next AP boost. Our next AP boost is off to the left, and all you have to do is a simple quick run, and it puts you in prime spot to be able to pick it up. And then from there, you're just making your way onto Oogie.
Nice view.
So now with Oogie, Oogie is
That's right.
also
Away you
RNG,
go.
but you can control him to an extent. The couple things that are extremely RNG based is where he decides to move to, and towards the end if he decides to do a single movement or a double movement. The other portion that is RNG is whether or not his little Oogie presents that he sends out gives you good enemies. And by good enemies, we're talking getting White Knights in the first sequence. If you end up getting like the little arrow buddies, as I like to call them, just hope that Jack helps you really quick, otherwise it could pose big problems. So, for most of this fight, you're dealing with this RC. If you think back off, quick run forward. Super easy to dodge. You also want to have Chicken Little ready to go, and also Dance Call for a damage phase a little bit later. So Oogie is in 3 cycles. There's no other way to speed up the fight. So after Oogie breaks, it takes 12 presents to break it. Instead of just going straight in and start walloping, you kind of want to keep Oogie close to the little vacuums up there. Because what will happen is after you finish the damage cycle, Oogie will run away, and then if Oogie is close, then it allows him to get quickly in there and back up top to begin the next phase. If he's all the way back towards the back portion of the conveyor belt, that's going to eat up a lot of time because Oogie runs really slow. So, instead of just attacking as soon as he drops, just kind of back up, let him fall, and then proceed to start your damage. So now we're on to the second cycle of Oogie, in which we're now going to get Oogie presents. And again, Oogie presents are terrible, because the other part of it is Jack will help to an extent. If he actually is helpful and does his little fire attack, it's phenomenal, because then you don't have to, you have no worries about the ads, and you can just do your thing up here. So after, I think, 8 presents, Oogie moves to left or right. And as soon as you see the present break, and once you know how many it takes, then you can proceed to just quick run up to the thing and be ready to go to warp over to the side that Oogie's at.
That's right, away you go!
And here is where we're going to be using Dance Call for damage and also ad control. We're going to get another set of Oogie gifts, but by the time that we break Oogie's things, the enemies will finally be out. Now you can use Dance Call. Dance Call also acts like a magnet. Try and position him close to the vent if you can. Now there is a small chance that you'll be able to pull this off. Probably if you are running with an SSD, maybe, or have extremely good timing. So you have a split second that allows you to be able to move to the center, but a lot of times it's very hard to actually hit. Because this will change blue and allow you to move to the center and immediately begin the next phase. It also helps you to avoid Oogie gifts, I believe. If you don't, it's no big deal. You got Chicken Little on your side that you will use as for your summon to kind of keep the ads in check as you make your way back to the center.
Let's break things up! Oh, baby.
Yeah, because he does Oogie Gift immediately. And once you do that, if you have the summon Chicken Little, do FPS to get some extra XP.
That's right, away you go!
So now it's going to take less presents for Oogie to move.
Away you go!
It takes 4 for the first cycle, and just look for where he goes again.
No,
This next one, you want to be quick, otherwise you will get Oogie Gifts again. If you don't manage to do all the presents, the first 5 presents quickly, you will get Oogie Gifts. And unfortunately, I'm probably going to get Oogie Gifts. Oh, nope, he did it just fast enough. So now, again, he has the chance to move twice, in which he did. Unfortunately, I missed the movement there. But yeah, on that, after Oogie moves once, he will have a chance to move once back to the center or twice to the opposite side.
No, you just try dodging this. That's right, away you go! I'll swap you flat! That's right, away you go!
Didn't mean to get hit there. We're just gonna be super safe here because I do not need to get hit by the thing.
Huh?
So the Trinity was not necessary, I just did it as a safeguard because I ended up getting hit on accident. But that is Halloween Town, first visit. Hopefully this helps you guys understand how to go about the fights quicker. And again, these are extremely friendly for beginners, so hopefully this helps you guys if there are any frustrations when trying to learn some of the strats. There are some more advanced strats that are out there, but I advise trying to at least learn these because you can get a good time still with these strats. You really can. It just comes down to execution and getting comfortable with menuing. Menuing also eats up a lot of time and makes a huge difference as well. And then just movement as on top of that. Because once you get the fights down, it's just now about optimizing your movement, optimizing your menuing as the best you can, and just going from there. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. Hopefully this helps all of you. And proceed to let me know in the comments on how these are turning out, and also let me know if they have helped you in any type of way. That's gonna do it for me, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. It's gonna be a shorter one because it is gonna be just the Twilight Town fight. So it will be a shorter video for the next one, but I will catch you guys all in the next one. Till next time.